Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Jack from Jerusalem. I want to say to talk about the that problem that is happening already for all the African black people in Libya, and want to thanks for all those countries that they decide to take those refugees and these asylum seekers or all those people that they've been suffering in Libya to their country in order to let him to help them and to give them like free time, the free life to be alive in their countries. First of all, I want to thank for those countries that they decided before, like Rwanda and Kenya and Kampala and like Ghana, Cameroon, Central Africa and Ethiopia and Nabim and also like South Africa and all those countries that they share their idea and share their money and their mind in order to work together to help those all African people they suffering in Libya. And want to say God bless to all those people that they lose their life in Libya, and especially want to talk about also for those countries as still not used to help those people that they suffering in Libya. Please, all those countries, other countries that they still not try to help to those people that they still in Libya or those people that they are already suffering right now in Libya, including all the women and children and all and also youngest, all those people, all African people. Yeah, we believe even Libya is an African country, and today used to make it a genocide against to African because of as other African is black and they are not Arab or some of them non-Muslim even. Uh, is this is not a problem for religions called Muslim or Christian or Jewish or something else. This is the racism created in Libya by the different ideas from those people that they needed to slaver African black people. Yes, we are very proud to be black. Doesn't matter if you are black or white. We are human being. But to use to make it like to use to make it the racism and to kill the people and rape the woman. Doesn't matter if they including your nation or another nation. Doesn't matter if they are African or they are black or what look like they are. What is very important in our humanity as a human being in over the world to have in our heart is to look what is the right to do to help and to do the great things for a human being because we are human being, even to animals and trees even. We must do the right things, and especially to African presidents. My excuse to you guys as a president in African for all this our country, please come down. Try to help to your people. This is not the mean that Libyans or Libyanis are criminal used to do as they need to, but the what I put in my mind and what I understanding and I see the war, what is the war starts to do to different nation, does not mean the idea of the president has already taken the place or taken the responsibility for Libya. This is not his. I don't mean so. This is his responsibility, but this is the responsibility for our president as the other African, especially for black continent presidents. I am asking you, please, this what is happening right now in Libya and what is going on even in the Europe and what is going on in all over the world for especially for African people. This is your problem. Why I say this is your problem, because you doesn't need to let to your nation to be free. What does that mean, free? Yeah, they are free, but they are not free equally. they are free by the power, and you're using dictatorship, and you're using the power in your position as you are the members or as you are the presidents. You're not led to your nation to have freedom. Freedom, I am not talking to freedom like to be like a fly, but the people must be have rights in their country, please, and open the door for all the nation to do what is the best. Secondly, where I am one of the African, and I'm proud to be African. And also, I am not in my country right now. I am a Darfurian. I am not in Darfur. I am Darfurian, Sudan. But I am not in Sudan or not in Darfur for a long time. I left to my country when I was so young. Until today, I have like more than my half age outside to my country, because my government used to make it the genocide when I was 2 years in South Sudan, and after South Sudan separated and celebrated and taken their country and their responsibility, it started to bomb the Darfur, and after Darfur also it is still killing the people in Darfur, and because of that I left to my village. I born in village, and then the Janjaweed, this is the militia of al-Bashir, and also this is the army of the president. He created this by himself in order to use the power to slave and to kill the people in different countries, as they are not respecting their dictatorship. Example for all African countries, please, you as a president, check it yourself. You also human being like us, as the civilian or the poor people are living in different villages. So if you not relax and you not open the door for all this nation, an opportunity for everyone, as he's a leader who want to become the president, and to use the democracy, our Africa to be slavering and to be so badly, because you is the response, but your response is not taking the place. Just respond, it reject all day and night, and you used to do bad things. And especially for also, I want to ask to nation, please, nation, calm down. Don't try to cross the borders like we cross. By myself, I cross the border like for two countries to come to Israel, and then I'm not cross this border as I needed to, but I crossed the border by the pause, because President al-Bashir created the Janjaweed and came to bomb to my village when I was so young, and I left to my mom and father and all my family, and I crossed the border to come to Egypt. After Egypt, I came to Israel for many years. What I learned from my education side in Israel, especially, I finished my high school in Israel, and I started to study in Jerusalem University. So what exactly I found it in this education is explain me and teach me how to control my nation, or to let to everyone in country has opportunity to do the good thing and to learning. And also, you see, as an African, look, all our African continents and those people that they're living in the village, and even those people living in cities, they don't have an opportunity to learn more. And you taking the place, all the education is including the money, and we don't have a money in Africa as the people, as the poor people, as they're born in the villages, and you know, to give us the opportunity to learn. Try to go back in our history, when we, even in your time when you born until today, before 100 years ago, African education, it was so high, but today we fail because you taking the power and you taking the dictatorship and using the dictator. Please make it democracy equally in order to our nation to be free. Thank you for Rwanda, for does and Rwanda president for does a big change it Rwanda, and need to change Africa. by his doing. Yes, we know Rwanda has a democracy, and his democracy is not taking the full power in order to change all Africa, but he have power in order to change Rwanda. So look, all this African continent and all African president, please used to do the good things like Rwanda president doing, and like a Kenya president doing, and like also what is called Kambala president doing. It's a so great job. They help their people, but even they help people cross the borders, going to different countries, but absolutely not like other countries, especially like Sudan and Somal and Eritrea and Chad and Ethiopia and Central Africa. All of those countries, and even now this country Zambia been dictators, but we are so proud for this new president came taking the place and taking the office. We hope to be this guy to be like a equal president and the democratic president in order to change Zimbabwe. This responsibility as he took now from Zimbabwe, it's not just only for Zimbabwean people. This is mean you as one of the leader of African leaders to change Africa and to make it Africa great. And we are behind you, all of you as the presidents, as taking and using the democracy and taking the power. We will stand up day and night in your side in order to make it our country great. Enough for us to be slavers, to be encouraging day and night, and to be in the jail, in the cell, in different countries. Enough for us to go in different embassies of European countries, embassies, to ask about the asylum seekers and to ask about the green card to fly to go to their countries. And as for that, this idea for many years, it is not yesterday, not today. This is not happened to us, even happened to our grandfathers. So let us to be together in order to make it our country and for future, especially those children as they born now in this genocide time. Please let him to work, let him to work, to learn, not mean to work to go to bring the money. No, I mean to work in practical work, in the technological work, and use to democracy and change this all educational policy. It is not good in Africa generally. I mean, try to make it the good thing. And if you have a lot of relationship with or friendship with all this European country, if you using to make it the good relationship with those countries, they need to your country to destroy it. So please cross the border for that way. Make it with those people, relationship with those people that they need to you wake up and to you work for work and your country to change it and your people to come smart and to come like international people. So please, and even especially for women, who those people that they change the country and bring the democracy and help in the country, this woman. We need a humanity in the side of the woman. Sorry.